What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Microdosing Adventures. We are now at day 14. It's Friday night, almost midnight. It has been a long week. It has been the second week in which I did microdosing. I'm taking 0.5 grams of psychedelic truffles. You guys know this by now. It was a full week, an exhausting week. A good week, a week in which I took 2 doses of truffles. Like you guys know, the biggest bang in happiness comes in day 3 of the Fadiman cycle for me. Day 1s are kind of anxious. The anxiety is decreasing, but I can feel it definitely on day 1 when I take my dose. Focus is highest on day 1s. We are on day 14 right now, so we're almost at the halfway mark. Tomorrow is day 15 of the 30-day challenge. I will do an evaluation tomorrow, not today. Today I want to talk about an interesting thing I learned actually from a podcast, and I think, it's not a podcast, it was yesterday was a Q&A session with Tim Ferriss, and he held it for his paying members. Well, he used to have a paying membership. It was a trial he did, and I was one of the few hundred people that actually wanted to pay him $20 a month to be like a insider community member. I was a big fan of Tim Ferriss at the time. I'm still a big fan. I think he's a genius. He's an inspiration for me. I think he's a pretty tortured soul. I think it's a good soul, but still a guy with a big chip on his shoulder, and also, you can see it in his eyes. He's carrying a lot of baggage with him. Anyways, I wanted to talk today about some important questions that came up. He made an interesting pivot, something I haven't heard him say before, and that was when it comes to happiness, there are only 2 metrics that really count, and that's an interesting one. The first, and the metrics are based on a question you ask yourself, and the question is, how do you feel right before going to bed? And how do you feel right after waking up? So ask yourself those questions, right? If you're watching this movie at night, ask yourself the moment you lay in bed, tuck yourself in, how do I feel right now? Do I feel sluggish? Do I feel tired? Do I feel depressed? Do I feel excited about tomorrow? Is tomorrow going to be a better day than today? These type of sub-questions are important questions, and they can ground you the total insight of like, how are you feeling before you go to bed? I think it's a very important metric to measure. Of course, you can subcategorize it like I've been doing in mood, clarity, happiness, social interactions, all that kind of stuff, and I will keep on doing that, but I just really thought I really liked the elegance of those 2. Like, how do you feel in the morning? How do you feel at night? And I'm actually going to do them. So in an hour after editing this movie, I hope I have to do little editing, and it can be 1 take. I would love to make these movies in 1 take. I would love to make that my shtick. That would be funny. I think it's just very elegant, very important, very good to do. I will be doing it tonight, and I will report back to you guys tomorrow on how it felt. So think about those. I think those are important questions, and spread the word. Share these questions with your friends and with those who could use it. Next up is the vitals. As always, we're tracking qualitative and quantitative vitals. Somebody asked me, like, what am I using to measure these? Of course, mood, clarity, focus, those are quantitative or qualitative, so those are based on feelings and my own insights, a measurement that I put on them, and I'm using the Aura Ring. This is a amazing device. I've showed it before. It is a little piece of technology on your ring finger. I've seen people wear them on their middle finger. My middle finger is too thick for the size that I have. But anywho, this one measures my HRV. I think it's the only one that measures HRV, or maybe the new Apple Watch also measures HRV. I have no idea. I don't have it on me right now, but I have the first version of this Fitbit. I forgot the name. I think maybe it's a Charge 2 or anything. Anyway, I don't know it for sure. And I don't have it on right now. I have a first generation Apple Watch, but I don't think that watch has HRV capability. So I'm getting most of my data from the Ring, and I'm going to start with that data. HRV is still pretty high. It's a 51. Tomorrow it's going to be way less because I ate a shit ton of Burger King tonight. My sleep was bad again. Well, the sleep is efficient. You can see that in the Oura Ring app as well. But for some reason I have troubles falling asleep. I think it has to do with the enormous amount of cortisol release at the end of the night. I'm editing these videos pretty late at night or uploading them late at night. So there's a pretty high dose of cortisol still in my body. And there's a correlation between cortisol release and actually blood sugar spiking when that happens. So I have the feeling that's happening with me in the night, in the bed. Yesterday I tried some meditation. It didn't work. So I tried tonight again. And it's also a general feeling of excitement. You know, I'm these videos, I'm extremely excited to do them. I have like a trailing story I want to tell you guys, like the 2 questions today, the metrics for happiness, the metrics for how do you feel. And I want to keep on doing this, and I'm excited about it. I have many ideas. I have many interesting story arcs. I find them interesting. I don't know if you guys find them interesting. But I love this format, and I want to explore it more and more. Another fun thing that I love about it actually is that my English, I have the feeling my English is improving. I really like that about this because I used to speak a lot of English. I told you guys I was a huge World of Warcraft addict. I used to speak English every day more than I spoke Dutch because it was the tongue we used to communicate, mostly with Scandinavians, no Americans at the time. By the way, Scandinavians are very good in English as well. Not that I'm good at English, but we Dutchies, we tend to speak high-level English, which I think is really good, actually. I really appreciate that about my country. But anyway, long story long, let's go into the resting heart rate, which, if I remember correctly, was 50. Mood is a 9. I'm feeling better, feeling this psilocybin is working for me. I haven't changed my dose amount, still eyeballing it, but it's just working. I feel fine, I feel happy, I feel great, I feel energized. So my clarity is also high. It's an 8, it's not a 9 or a 10, but it was good enough today. I see my clarity goes down a bit when sleep is not that amazing. Anxiety was a 4. I had some end of the week anxieties, not horrible, but not as low as it used to be. Creativity a 3, nothing creative today. Nothing really insightful there. And focus was a 6. It was a day where my focus wasn't that amazing. I had a lot of push-through focus. And push-through focus is focus where you have to force the focus. So it's focus that takes me 2 times the amount of energy to sustain. I call that push-through focus. I had to really enforce that today. It's also the reason why at the end of the day, around 5 in the midday, I felt sluggish. I wanted to quit. The sun was out. The weather was great. I wanted to get out of the office. But I still had to finish some things, so I had to really push through. I did that, finished my day, and things were great at the end. And now I feel great. It's going to be a nice weekend. I have some social obligations tomorrow with friends. And we're going to eat lobster. I know that's not very humane, but we're going to eat lobster anyway. I love lobster. And why humane? Maybe ethical. Humane, I think that's only a category that's used for things that has to do with humans. I don't know for sure, but anyway. Well, the weekend is going to be nice. I'm going to report to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 15. If you like this, press the like button. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your guys' support. If you have any questions, post it in the comments. And if you want to keep on following this, remember to subscribe. Thank you guys a lot for watching. See you in the next one.